Hello everyone, welcome to this Machine Learning Basics playlist, where I'll be sharing and explaining machine learning concepts in a simple way. To start, let me explain what is machine learning. The name might be intuitive, but if you are here, I know that you want to know more. So, machine learning is the science of programming computers so they can learn from data by themselves and without explicit instructions. The idea is to give the computers the ability to learn, and definitions related with this topic have been being developed since the 50s or even earlier. So about machine learning, let me give you a brief example. A robot learning how to walk. We don't give explicit instructions to the computer inside the robot. We program it so it can learn by itself how to walk. And what do I mean with this? Let's say that we teach a computer how to interpret its own actions, in this case the steps, and the environment around him. Then he starts giving the first steps. If he falls, he will know that it's a bad action or outcome because we program it to do it so. It will interpret what went wrong, and the next step he won't fall for that reason again, and then he needs to train step after step until he learns how to avoid obstacles and keep walking. In conclusion, in machine learning, we don't really program everything, every step or every leg movement. Neither we teach what are rocks on the floor or stairs. He will learn by its own what are those obstacles and how to move their legs to avoid them. But now you ask, how it works and what we need to make this happen. So, let me give you a simplest answer possible. We need a lot of data. That's one of the reasons why this has been such a hot topic in the recent years. We have more data than ever at each second, and it was never so easy to grab data. Think of the number of people with smartphones and computers connected to the internet. Think of the number of IoT devices gathering data every second, and these numbers keep growing every day. The second reason is that we also have more computing power than ever. Nowadays we can store huge amounts of data that wasn't possible or quite easy some years ago. And processing power is the ability to process these huge data that we have been stored in a useful time window. It was never so easy to manufacture technology with all these upgrades that we see every year, and we can only expect these reasons to keep evolving every year. So, and the interesting part is that we have a wide set of algorithms and models around us for decades. The most of them have been being developed in this time frame, but it is interesting that we already have this knowledge to work on this, but we just didn't have the computer power and the data to do it at the large scale. So the traditional approach to computers was to analyze a problem and write a program with a set of rules that will tell the machine to explicitly do something depending on the cases. Then we evaluated that. In case it was not good, we would do the same process again. If it was good, we deployed into production. In the machine learning approach, we analyze the problem and then select and train a machine learning algorithm. And how we do this? As you already know, with data, with a lot of data. And after training the algorithm, we evaluate if it is performing good or not. If not, we analyze again the problem, the data. We try also another algorithms, we fine-tune the algorithms, and when it is ready, we deploy it to production and it becomes available to use. Okay, some examples of machine learning. In the first one we have credit card fraud detection, where we apply machine learning models to train with data to understand which transactions were valid and which transactions were fraud. And then we have the well-known self-driving cars from Tesla, which applies machine learning algorithms to analyze the environment and take actions. And it learns by its own when he observes an obstacle on the road, it slows down the car. Otherwise, it keeps driving without any problem. And the third example I have here is house price prediction. So we train a machine learning model with data from a lot of houses within a city, with the number of bedrooms, the square feet, the number of floors, and we have the prices for that houses. And then when we want to predict a price from a new house, all we need to do is to give that model data about the characteristics of that house, and then it will predict the price for that house. So if you enjoyed this content, consider subscribing because I'll be sharing a lot of it. Give a thumbs up to help the channel, and I hope to see you in the next video about the types of machine learning.